Hello everybody, today I am going to be teaching you a couple of basic butterfly knife tricks today. So first what you will need is open space. Second, you will need one of two knives, either a practice one which does not have a blade on it, it's just a dull edge, or two, an actual knife. Now, I'm going to be using this practice knife to show you some things. So first off, there's three main things with a knife that you need to know. So there's of course the blade. Now the two different handles, this is the bite handle right here with a latch on it, because this edge right here is where the blade would normally be. Now this other handle, this is the safe handle, because this side right here along the same edge as the practice handle does not have where the blade would be. So this can touch you as many times as it could possibly on a regular knife, and nothing will cut you. However, this side will cut you. So those are the two main things you want to make sure that you keep in mind when doing tricks. Now, first off, the first basic trick to open the butterfly knife is you take, the safe handle, only holding the safe handle, you flip it around your hand, and you want to make sure you keep it loose in your hand so the handle can rotate a little bit, because that is one key thing with some of these tricks. So next, you flip it back around your hand, so now your finger is between the blade and the handle, and then you can either flip it back open and then close it, just for, just a little trick, or instead, when the knife is just like this with your finger between the two handles, you flip it back so it's now against your finger, and then you flick it forward and now it's open. And you can do the same thing for closing as well. So I flip it like this, just like before, fingers between the blade and the unsharpened part of the blade and the handle, and then I can flick it back so the bite handle is against my finger, and then flick it closed. Now this is a somewhat harder one to do, since it does involve spinning the knife or practice knife around your finger, that I have done. However, I would not suggest doing it with an actual knife unless you have practiced something like this. So first, what you do is you flip it over, but instead of keeping this finger right here, you put it right here. So then what you do is you flick it back, so then your finger is now between the safe handle and the non-sharp edge, and then you flick it around your finger, so then you catch this handle again, and then you can either keep it open, or you can twirl it around your hand, and then you can close it. So now I'll show you what the tricks actually look like if you're not slowing them down. So this is the first one, so just opening. This is closing with the first one. This is going straight, back to opening. Or what I do, I'd combine the first and the second one. So what I do is I open, and then I go like this, but before I go to close it, I put my finger here and flip it around. So there, that's one of the major tricks that I do just for sitting there practicing, waiting for something to be done, a game to load, just something like that. So maybe, if you would like, you can use an actual knife. I got this galaxy knife, or galaxy pattern, I guess you should say. And one major problem if you do get a butterfly knife is you will need to grease these joints, because they do tend to come a little, not sticky, but just like maybe too tight, so they don't always work the best. But just so you can see with an actual knife, first trick. Oops. There. Now, so this is, some cool stuff you can do, or if you want to look at some nerdy stuff, check in the description below and you can see my friend Jared teach you how to make a magic deck.